What's going on again on this Saturday? Frank Rock, House of Orange, coming at you. Got a lot of big news coming here. Tennessee's been active in the portal. They've been active with pitching search. Well, a lot of news today. Austin Knight, East Carolina, is Tennessee's new pitching coach. Now tonight, Tennessee gets a huge portal commit. Their first one of this cycle from Braden Kersey, former Mercer. He's listed. I've seen shortstop. Now I'm seeing first baseman, pitcher. But this, based on everything I've seen too, this is not just your it checks the boxes. The dude will either hit or he'll pitch. Seems like this dude is being brought in to legitimately do both. I'll talk about that more. Hit that like, hit the share, hit the subscribe if you want to help support the channel. Check out the channel Patreon. As little as $1 a month. You can go to help the channel. It's greatly appreciated. Braden Kersy is in the fold. Of course, Tennessee's they've had visitors going earlier in the week. They've got them going into Monday, at least for now. There will be a lot more you got to think going on. But a big news day for Tennessee and a really good news day for Tennessee baseball and Josh Elander. Braden Kersy, let's talk about him here. Two-way guy. He is up for the John Olerud two-way award. He visited on Friday. After his interview, it said he didn't have any more visits set up. They had mentioned about pitching coach, and he said, yeah, they said that'll be done soon. They'll get back to me. I got to think that, I mean, I don't know, man. Part of me wonders, how long they've known with Austin Knight. And, of course, he's in town now. You got Brady Trosclair visiting this weekend. Or Brody Trosclair, I apologize on that, from Northwestern State. So Austin Knight's going to be on campus. He's going to be at it already. I don't think there's any doubt about that, especially visits coming up. You had to get that filled quick, and Josh Elander did. But this is a big one because it adds a power bat and it adds a legitimate right-handed reliever who can bring the heat. There's no doubt about that. You look at it with Brody Trosclair. I'm off. I'm confused. I got a loud place outside of me here. Braden Kersey. Let's get back on task here. First baseman, right-hand pitcher. Mike Wilson, ballquest.com, did say he will be a two-way player for the Vols. Looking at his numbers over the last couple of years, specifically pitching, but last year hitting. Hitting-wise, 325, 21 bombs, 67 RBIs. He is left-handed, ranked second in the Southern Conference home runs and RBIs. Had a big season there. In 2 seasons at Mercer, it says he pitched in 45 games, 5-4 record, 4.97 ERA. A little high. There's no doubt about that one. But said he started 9 games, mostly a reliever. While I'm looking at that and talking about it, I'm going to pull up his stats for last year pitching. I think that would be pretty interesting to see here. Let's see what we got here. Baseball. All right, here we go. Yeah, it's funny. It's kind of funny on the Mercer site. They've got Kersey right on the front being named finalist for the John Olerud Award. Let's look at team statistics now. I want to kind of go across the board on Kersey. 325 average, OPS 1.122. Started and played 56 games, 206 at-bats, 50 runs, 67 hits, 11 doubles, no triples, 21 home runs, 67 RBIs. He slugged 684, 37 walks, hit by pitch 6 times, struck out 62 times, only grounded into 1 double play, 438 on base percentage, 9 out of 11 in stolen bases. Pretty good numbers there. Pitching wise, now, this is what I'm curious about since he's going to be a two-way guy. This past season, 4.95 ERA, whip 4.12 or 1.23. He was 2-0. Says he made 20 appearances. He started 3. Let's see, he had 6 saves. He threw 20 innings, gave up 20 hits, 12 runs, 11 earned, 5 walks, 26 strikeouts. That's just a hair over a 5-to-1 ratio. That's pretty good there. Let's see what else. Opponents hit 260 against him. Had a few wild pitches, had a hit by pitch, no balks, and that's where we're at. The big thing I think you like here, again, high ERA, no doubt about that, but 98. And I don't think he's being brought in to be the main closer by any means, but he'll be a big bullpen arm when you throw that kind of heat. Yeah, I mean, you can't teach that. You can't. And with Austin Knight coming in, again, I've seen it, cutter splitter is his thing he teaches. You get a guy like this learn a cutter or splitter and he gets it down, it'll be hard to hit at that point. Those are two pretty lethal pitches when you have them on. I mean, we saw it with East Carolina a couple of weeks ago. Not even a couple of weeks ago, a couple of Fridays ago. 18 strikeouts by Tennessee. So they'll use him there. Now, I'm curious to see how it all works out in the field. I'm kind of fascinated by this because Trent Grinlinger, Stone Lawless have confirmed they're coming back. You got Braden Kersey coming in. Based on everything I've read, Levi Clark is coming back, although he has not announced it nor confirmed it. Mike Wilson, Eric Kane said they expect him back. You got Blaine Brown. I mean, Blaine Brown's probably going to play outfield again, I would imagine. But what do you do? I mean, how do you find a way to get all these bats in the lineup here? And I don't know. I got to think Grinlinger and Clark, they're wanting to come back to catch. I don't think there's any doubt about that. Lawless is going to want to catch. Lawless, Clark can play first base. Grinlinger played some right field, or Levi Clark's played some left field. I don't think that's where you ideally want Clark and Grinlinger in the outfield. I'm not saying they'd be bad at it. I just think, it doesn't seem ideal. But, I mean, at the same time, if they can field the position, they're going to have the arms for it out there, especially with being a catcher. But it's going to be fascinating to see how they put it together. Tennessee's still going to be going for middle infield. Of course, Manny Marin to the portal based on their visits this week. Souders from Sanford was in, or Jake Souders, he was in. It's what else he's visited? Mississippi State, and Alabama. So, I mean, that's a pretty good group of teams are going against. Brody Trosclair expected on campus Sunday. He's a left-handed pitcher. And then Air Force second baseman, I did finally get it down. It's Wyatt Hanoyan, I think is how it's pronounced, that I heard. So Wyatt Hanoyan, I talked about his numbers. He has more walks and more hit by pitches than he has strikeouts. That's pretty big. And he's a middle infielder as well, switch hitter. He could add to that as well. You got to think Tennessee's going for a shortstop. To my knowledge, based on what I'm looking at, they do not have a shortstop on campus right now. I don't even know if they Tyler Myatt can play middle infield. I've not seen anything, where he's confirmed he's back. I hope he is. I think he's got a lot of potential, could add to that. But does he see other opportunities? And, what come out of the exit meetings, I think is big on that one. But, again, I mean, you can't – a guy with power like Braden Kersey – looking back, I want to look back at his stats, his strikeouts to walks here when hitting. Let's say I said again, 206 at bats, 62 strikeouts. Not quite a strikeout per 4 at bats. 37 walks. Okay, it's not too bad. Maybe about a walk per not quite 6 at bats. All right. So obviously a higher, not even a 2-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio. Pretty good. OBP 438. We'll take that as well. Big pickup, man. Big pickup. I like it. You're adding power. You need power bats. Let's make no mistake about it. You need to be able to get on base, but they still need power in here as well. And I don't think this is a strikeout or bust type guy based on his batting average. Again, it was SoCon. How's that translate to the SEC? That's always going to be in question because we've seen it We've seen guys translate good like Garrett Wright this year come from the MAC. He come in and I thought was really good. And then we've seen, like a Blaine Brown played at Rice, coming in. Looked pretty good against non-conference competition. Once they got into SEC play, it tailed off dramatically. Then that's the thing with Manny Marin, SEC play. I think I saw his numbers. He hit like 252 with 2 home runs. I like Manny Marin as a player. I think he's a good player. But I do think it's an opportunity for Tennessee to go out and upgrade that shortstop position. I mean, if you get Jaron and Vikula last year, who ended up going to Georgia Tech, Manny Marin's not playing shortstop for that team this year. And I'll be honest, I don't know if Manny Marin's in the lineup then, because I'm not playing him over Blake Grimmer. I'm just not. If you play him at third base, you're not playing him over Henry Ford. I would venture to say they would have found a way to get Manny Marin in the lineup, though. But it's an opportunity for Tennessee all around. Kersey's a good start. Hanoyan would be a good pickup. They can close him off on Monday. Trosclair would add a left-handed arm. Jake Souders, again, high OBP guy, high batting average guy, can play the outfield. He can play center field. He would fill that spot, because right now I'm looking at, I think they need a center fielder, third baseman, a shortstop, and a second baseman. Well, since Kersey's apparently a first baseman, of course, DH. I mean, I would think I'm curious to see on days they've got him lined up to pitch out of the bullpen if he doesn't just DH. That way he can go out and get properly warmed up. I don't think it's an ideal scenario for a guy to be playing the field and his only warm-up's throwing ground balls or throwing it over the first, what have you. I would think on Kersey's days he pitched, and again, this is me speculating. You might see him DH then, so he can go out and get loose in the bullpen on it. But big pickup. I like it. I like the news we've seen for Tennessee today with Austin Knight. Now Braden Kersey. It's a good start. Josh Elander's got a plan. Josh Elander is implementing that plan also. Seen it again tonight. I've seen people say about Chuck Drallman, hitting coach. Seen it reiterated tonight by Eric Kane, Mike Wilson, VolQuest.com. They do not expect any more on-field staff changes. Anything could happen with support staff, no doubt about it. But I do think Drallman, he's pretty highly respected. He's been around for a while. He was at Florida. He didn't even get the offseason to work with this team. You got to think of it. He didn't even come in until fall ball was over. He got a little bit of time. I get it. Hitting cost us against ECU and VCU. There's no doubt about it. But I think you got to give the guy like that a little bit more time. Josh Reynolds was here the whole time. Was he in charge of the pitching the whole time? No. But he was not a Josh Elander hire either. Josh Elander's got to do what's best for him and the program. Based on what he's doing right now, I feel pretty strongly that he's doing that. And I think the guy gets it. I think he's a pretty sharp guy. He's very detailed. I think good things are going to happen in the future for Josh Elander and Tennessee. This is Frank, House of Orange. I'll see you when I see you.